So that's it. We're absolutely done.
Don't be a douchebag. We're not done.
Well, okay, all right. I was just trying to make it feel like clickbaitable or something. No, not really.
No, let's be face. No one really cares when you say things like that. No one apart from us.
Let me Google, does anyone care? Everyone cares, Emily. Everyone
That's
cares.
something we're saying, I'm so excited by. Like, no one else is excited by your news.
I'm asking ChatGTP who cares, and it says, my mum cares.
Your mum doesn't care either.
My mum cares. Mum, if you watch this, give it a thumbs up. Can I, look, I know we actually...
So I'm just thinking through the process of your mum having to work out how to give this a thumbs
up.
No,
mum gives them thumbs up. So my mum watches a lot of YouTube. She doesn't watch any of our stuff, but she watches a lot of YouTube. And she's like, oh, I like that one. So I gave it a thumbs up. Or I left them a comment thinking what I think, sharing what I think. And then she'll reply with, Alan, they replied to me. And I'm sitting here going, that's what we reply to people. And I'm just thinking, anyway, how excited and happy it makes my mummy. What's the point of, obviously we're not done. What is the message?
No, we're not.
What's the message?
That's awful.
Sorry, it's Lee Francis Celebrity Juice's fault.
That didn't even sound like Lee Francis.
What's the message?
We're off. We're taking a break. No, don't like saying taking a break. This is our final episode for a few weeks, and we're back in September. So this is our end of the last year's worth of stuff. And
we're celebrating the end of last year's worth of stuff.
We were
That's just as bad as my beginning.
We were talking about this off camera because I don't like. Well, neither of us like the phrase of saying we're taking a break because we're clearly not taking a break for the next few weeks. In fact, if anything, we're holding on for dear life and hoping to get to the other side with the amount of work that we have in place with a lot of our in-person events because with the summer in-person events.
Yeah, I know how we can word it.
Oh, got it.
There'll be no more podcast episodes for the next few weeks. Should we just say that? Yeah.
We're too busy doing all of the other stuff that we don't want to drop the ball when it comes to releasing a week of podcasts. So we're coming back in September and we have some amazing guests already lined up for September. With our newest cohort of Digital Circus members have come through the doors and they've all signed up. So we can't wait to share their adventures with you as well.
Yeah, we can. Because sorry, I did interrupt when you were saying this because we have got things like we got the Funpreneurs Big Day Out. If you're watching a video, you are seeing me hold up a notebook. If you're listening,
nice notebook, Alan.
I'm holding up a notebook. We got our dining table masterminds, and of course the summer holidays where we keep working and we have the kids at home. So. We do like them, but it all takes up time and effort as always.
It does. So I think we have managed this time round, for this first section of our podcast. We've done 40...
Sorry, it's first section. Sorry. Emily made this real big point in telling me off for saying section in the pre-planning for this. And she used it.
Do you know what it was? Because I didn't like that as a word. Then he said the word, and now that's like a little earword. It's in my head now. But no, we have...
Just Googling section. Yeah.
We've had 44 episodes.
Do you know that off the top of your head?
Yes.
Oh, no, fair play. Something like that.
This might be our 45th episode that we're recording right now. 44 episodes in our first year of the Digital Circus Life. And it's been really, really, really great. And we had a very clear thought about why we were going to start a podcast. And this is something we always discuss with our clients is that when someone says, I'm going to start a podcast, we always go, but why? And having that clear understanding of what it's going to achieve for your business. And we had that from the start, didn't we, Alan?
Yes, we did.
Are you looking at how many episodes we got?
Yes, I am. Emily, feel like doing stuff.
So for us, the Digital Circus Life was very much about our digital circus community. And lots of you from the Digital Circus are actually listening right now. So thank you very much for being here for the adventure. But the idea was, when we started the podcast, that we wanted to have a vehicle to be able to show our members not only how to create content for their businesses, but how simple it can be to create content for your business and how you can use that to amplify your online presence. So we wanted to do that to be able to A, practice what we preach to our clients, but B, give the opportunity to some of our clients and our members from the Digital Circus the chance to be on some content when actually sometimes a lot of our members are a little bit camera shy sometimes, or they use that phrase which really bugs me because they're not.
You can't say it bugs you about our clients.
It bugs me when someone says, I'm not that interesting. Like,
you can have
it
that.
It really bugs me because you're all so interesting. And I think actually from the 45 we're doing today, episodes that we've recorded so far, I think it is very plain to see how freaking awesome every single story has been so far, and the different directions that people are taking it and the route to get them into their business.
We do say that a lot, don't we? We talk about, like, there's obviously some big influencers in the world, and there are some experts, and there are the headline people we look at. But actually, in this small business life we're in, there are some unbelievable people. Not there are some. Everyone is unbelievable with their own skill set, with their own story, with their own tale, not story, damn branding, tale, their own adventures. And it's fascinating. And, if we can play a tiny part in, sharing those adventures and, to be businessy for a minute, to help with the visibility of them, whatever, I don't even know what to say half the time, then it's an absolute privilege. And the fact they share with us, we do. A lot of guests have said they feel like they've had like a therapy session, but we feel utterly privileged to have heard it. It's mind-blowing.
We are privileged to hear it. It was like, not only does it help us to, to have these conversations and get it out there for you guys to hear, but also helps us to understand our current client base a little bit better as well. Their drivers and their motivations and their reasons for why they're with us on the adventure. It helps us to understand a little bit better. When we do see some blockers, we can kind of go, oh, right, yeah, that's because X, Y, Z. And like some of the stories this year, I mean, we've had anything from health challenges, lots with some severe health challenges this year.
Yeah, there's been a lot, hasn't there? Like, this has happened, so now I do this.
ADHD, we've had divorcees, we've had living with young children, we have had... Give me some other. We've had.
Well, let me flick through. Let's go. We've had people challenges at work, decided they'd had enough, so went alone. People, how do I impact the world? Overcoming limiting beliefs.
Oh, I can see from a few there. One of the biggest thing that we've seen with quite a few of our episodes is the slightly older generation of some of our members. So I say older generations. They're maybe in their later part of career.
Fine line here, I feel you're treading, Emily.
They're not 20-somethings. They're probably closer to retirement age than they are to graduating from university age. But that the ability to flex and go, do you know what? I'm going to change direction because life's too short to be doing this, but I want to do this. So the change in direction at a later age as well has been really, really fascinating.
I think I'm flicking through the 44 episodes, which includes bonus and trailer on the YouTube playlist. And there are a lot, there's a lot of, I'm embracing change. I don't need to do this. I can do something else. Now, accepting that everyone we've spoken to is a small business owner, right? As a kind of cover title. Capture all. They have made a change, so they are past that change. But there is loads, who have done it. Like who's that? Laura Bean. The working for a large retailer wasn't for her. Rebecca Rowan, I didn't want to turn my hobby into a job, but she carried on with her graphic design work. Starting a small business with not a lot of money from Sophie Easton. Goals aren't for me from Ricky. I'm happy going in the right direction. I want to be a digital nomad, Laura Robinson.
You're just going to read the entire list out now.
Shall I?
No.
Can I do one more?
One more.
Sheba, I quit Harrods to start my creative business. Now they're missing out. Harrods, you are missing out from Sheba stocking what she creates.
Yeah. And I think because we were keeping this episode short, and it's not going to be a short one at this point.
It can be. If we wrap up in about 60 seconds, it can be.
I don't think that's going to happen. But we just want to say thank you to everyone who's been a member of the Digital Circus so far, but also who's decided to participate in this as a project. I think it started as a project, but actually this is very much ingrained in what we do now, and we love doing the podcast and speaking to everyone.
We do, and thank you for listening, really. It's really, and watching.
Well, there's been some key things from this last year as well in terms of achievements from the podcast. So we hit our first 10,000 listens in the first 3 months of launching, which was really super amazing.
Cue explosions and everything.
We got into the top 50 for the entrepreneurship podcast charts with Chartable for a little while. That was amazing as well. We never expected that kind of...
When you say we got in the top 50, we just kind of sneak in and then drop to 5,000 again.
Hush your pipes. We did not. We were in the charts just last week, Braithwaite. Did you check? No, you did not.
We weren't. We also in the top 25 in Uzbekistan for businesses that are run by a husband and wife team with a Y in the title, dominated by a colour.
You are too negative for my
cynical,
liking,
not negative, cynical.
Anyway, we are looking forward to a really cool summer of our own Yellow Tuxedo adventures, Digital Circus adventures. We're looking forward to meeting some of you guys in person in the next few weeks as well. And we can't wait to start again in September with a whole new suite of stories, tales.
Plethora.
No.
A plethora of adventures to be shared. I'm all right with that. No?
Yeah.
No.
Come along for the adventure with us. We look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.